Hi, my name is Dr. Alex Reynolds, and I am a professor in psychology at the University of Virginia's College at Wise. I have a set of unique experiences, just like my colleagues, that really dictate how I do things in the department. For one, I went to a large four-year university for my undergraduate degree, and out of tens of thousands of students, I can tell you that I felt very much like just one of the sea of faces. And I really feel like this has shaped the way that I approach how I deal with my own students. And many of my colleagues have had similar experiences, which explains why we are so different as a department than other colleges. When I was an undergraduate student, I was given the chance to take part in research and to do things that typical undergraduate students get to do, but not in the same capacity as I would say that our students get. So the students in my lab, for example, get to experience research on all the levels, ranging from learning how to put together folders to designing their own experiments and collecting human participation data, and be able to take that information and learn how to communicate to other people about it. I've taken students all across the United States, from Boston, Massachusetts to San Antonio, Texas. They've gone to Georgia and South Carolina, all different places in really big national conferences that are in the field where they can actually talk to people who are also as passionate as they are about the research and the material as we are. And what's really interesting is that our department allows us to be able to get that kind of one-on-one experience with our students. So what sets our department apart from other colleges is that we get the time to get to know our students. We have much smaller class sizes, which means that I will see you as my student in multiple classes, perhaps even in the same semester. And when you have a small class size, you can really start to connect with your students and get to know them in ways that you just can't do if you have a class of 300 students. I know that I felt that I couldn't connect with my students when I was an undergrad at a large four-year school, and I didn't want my students to feel that same way. So another way that our department is sort of set apart from other departments and other schools is not only do we have the small class size and get to know our students, but we're also able to provide these research opportunities for our students to really learn every aspect of research. Whereas at a bigger school or a different department, they may only get to experience just the surface of what goes into research. I think that our department really cares about our students, and we want you to have a good experience. We take everything that we've learned as faculty and as professors, and we want it to do better for our own students. So everything that I've experienced in terms of my own life and my own academic experience, I want to make sure that I provide the best for my students, and I know that my colleagues feel the same way in the department. So we really strive very hard to not only be able to provide students with opportunity, but also be able to see them through to the end. And that means being able to get support for them financially to go and present their data all across the United States. Our college is very, very good about giving that support to students so that they do not need to take the money out of their own pocket to make those kinds of trips. Another thing that I feel like is unique to our department is that many of my colleagues are first-generation college students, meaning that they understand what it feels like to not have any particular expectations when you get into college. I'm a first-generation college student, and I feel like I'm more sensitive to the needs of first-generation college students because I've experienced that. I know what it's like to not really know what these things are, to walk into a classroom and to not know what to expect. And so I feel like we're especially sensitive to those students, and that makes us unique to other places who might not be as sensitive to those needs and realize that not everybody is on the same expectation level when they walk through their first college class.